Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for is now!
He's got to get his head out there.
Couple of these left hands connecting, and he's out. Welcome to the UFC, the Balkan pair, Brando Peric,
the Wild One Montague!
Saga, pick you up, slam you down.
30 seconds left as she stayed perfect with rear naked choke victories.
Defeated Michelle!
Effectively when he sees for trust.
Oh! Follow the hips, don't let the bottom man get the angle.
I barely
now eating more punishments. And that'll do it. Cam Rowston in the debut. What a 6-week stretch from the Contender Series to a contract.
Or be the one pressing the lock up against the combo.
Pocket work. Well, Nav's hurt him. A couple of elbows there. Squared up against the fence. Nav's in the clinch now.
Navajo Stirling!
So, if you want to touch doing that, God bless.
Carlos Ulberg riding an 8-fight win streak. Dominc Reyes looking to make it 4 in a row. He's fighting right now. Oh, 1-2 combination. Black Jag in round 1. Title shot next. For Carlos Ulberg. Never been more impressive than that.
That is a wrap from here at UFC Perth. A clean sweep for all of our Kiwi fighters, all 5 of them walking away with a W next to their name. And as an added bonus, heavyweight Brando Pericic on debut walks away with a performance of the night, as well as light heavyweight Carlos Ulberg after that spectacular knockout finish over Dominc Reyes, which we hope now will book him into a title shot in the near future. We caught up with all of them, as well as a few others, straight after their fights. Carlos, there was never really any doubt. I'm one of the most biased ones you're going to find, though. Never any doubt that you would get the win, but to do it in that fashion and to put him away that quickly, was that part of your plan?
You know, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face, as someone said, but that's definitely the plan because we have other things ahead of us.
Now everything opens up, right? All the talk of 320 and Alex Pereira, Magomed's fight, you know, all of these are going to be opportunities for you. Would that mean you take on the winner? Could you possibly be a backup fighter next week? What's the go now?
Definitely flying to Vegas. Said to Hunter, inside the cage, I said, hey, I'll be the backup for that fight, and I think I just, let Yuri and Khalil have their fight. Let them focus on their fight. I'll be the backup for the title fight. With a win like this, the fashion that I did it, I'm prepared and I'm ready to be the backup. I'm good to go. Let's do it.
Like at the end of the fight, you did this and you pointed to the brain, and it seemed like that move that you did, that little step back coming through with the jab and the left hand and the 2 over the top, was that something that you had seen before that you're like, okay, this will work if I do this? Without giving too much away?
Yeah. Yeah, the coaches, they were sharp, man. They were my eyes out there. So we had a good camp, a good game plan for this, and again, my game plan and idea was to make sure I didn't get hurt, didn't get touched, so that I could prepare for this weekend or the next weekend coming. But yeah, it was just to shut the critics up, because every fight I have, I dictate everything. I dictate and make sure I know that I'm dictating the pace, and they're soon going to see. They'll see.
Carlos, looking at the card, I don't know how much attention you were giving to, your teammates in lead up to your fight today, but a clean sweep for City Kickboxing and Michelle Montague, all the New Zealand fighters riding on a high right now.
Yeah, super amazing. It's hard to get. We haven't had that in a while where we had a clean flush, but we did tonight. So it's amazing. All the teams on a high right now. I think we did everything well. Everyone's camp was amazing, and we have those who go through those adversities throughout the camp, and we did it together. So I'm so glad that it went the way that it did.
Come on, there you go. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Michelle Montague, girl,
Oh, that was a rocky one, but we got there in the end, folks.
Going into that octagon, your first time walking up those stairs, walking into the cage, your name being announced, what are those little moments like for you?
When I was out the back and I could see my name on the screen, I was like, oh, but it's kind of cool. But I'm also thinking about mum and dad probably enjoying like having their last name up there. During the fight, you have moments it's actually weird where you can actually have clear thoughts that can sometimes be somewhat unrelated. So I was thinking at one point, like, man, this position that you work hard to get to, like literally in the fight moment right there, and I could feel the blood coming out. I was like, imagine that feeling if you don't win, you know? And you have a split second where you can think about that, and it's a pretty yucky feeling, but there's something about that little conversation with yourself that pulls something out as well. Yeah, first fight with elbows coming back at me and where I can throw them as well, it took me a while to remember that, and I honestly felt like a bit of a dirty dog doing it. I was like, they're so ruthless, but I was like, sorry.
Look, I was watching this fight and I was thinking to myself, this could possibly be our first New Zealand fighter at the top of ground control statistics, takedown statistics. We don't usually see our New Zealand fighters on the ground too much.
Yeah,
So I reckon you might have broken some records today.
I trained with the best in the world in women's MMA with the control time, the takedowns, and Kayla Harrison. So like, you know, I actually could imagine in my brain at certain positions, like probably yelling at me when on that clinch on the cage when I tried to do this rooftop takedown. I was like, I fucked it right up. So, dang it, didn't get the finish, but. The other side of that coin that's beautiful is that I got 15 minutes of my hardest fight yet and the biggest stage I've been on.
Tell you what we're going to ask for in New Zealand. Can you stay?
Look guys, I'm going to definitely be back for a couple of months when I renew my visa and have Christmas with the family and stuff. So any good gigs going on at the Mount or up north, hit me up.
Brando Perichic. Look, you made your debut in the UFC and won via knockout. It doesn't get any better than that, mate.
I said 45 seconds. I don't know how long that was, but I think it was a bit longer. So apologies for that, guys. This is not just for all my Australian and Croatian fans, but all my New Zealand fans. Aotearoa, it's my home, it's my country now. So I hope you guys enjoyed that because that was for you as well.
You mentioned just before coming onto camera about this past year and what you've done in terms of, I don't know if you'll call it adversity or struggle, but the fight to get to here and to get a result like that. Talk to us about how this past year has been for you, Brando.
Mate, life is a fight, isn't it? And so many men struggle, and I've struggled my whole life. So, this is for all the men out there struggling, mental health, and just, never give up on yourself, you know? So, what can I say? Just keep going, head down, and, they say, the road to heaven feels like hell, and the road to hell feels like heaven. I've been through hell, and this is my heaven tonight, so it was all worth it.
An amazing fight. I felt like that was an absolute level up from what we've seen you doing on the local scene, so congratulations on that.
Thank you. I just want to lead my team strong for them to feed off my energy and all the Anzacs. Like I said in the cage, we're going to send these guys home broke, bloody and bruised. So let's go.
We've got Nav going on in the background. We're trying to keep up with what's going on there.
Let's go. In the pocket here. He's gone to the body. He's pushed him up against the fence. Bellato going for a big knee. Good hook by Stirling here, goes back to the body. They're just sitting in front of each other. Pocket work. Oh, Nav's hurt him. A couple of elbows there. Squared up against the fence. Nav's in the clinch now.
I'm like, I want to watch too. Like, what are you watching?
Cam Rowston's success on debut. Look, you went to the Dana White Contender Series on your second chance. You got a knockout win there. You demanded this opportunity in Perth. You took it with both hands, and look at the result.
It means a lot to me coming in here, but took a while to get here, but I feel like everything happened. Everything happens for a reason, so they say. But I wouldn't want it to be any other way. I feel like this is a sport where things can just change overnight. You know, it's not. There's no real structure or pathway like there is in the traditional sports where you can see someone just slowly go like this. Overnight, some guy can just come out of nowhere and just go from 0 to 100, and I feel like that's been me this year. Yeah.
Before all of this, when you were still on the local card saying, you know, this is the dream, this is what I'm going to go for, and I know you want people to believe in you and believe in that dream, but how much did you need to believe that you could do this?
Having that first Contender Series experience and then that and all the other fights I had in between, like really increased my self-belief and like my self-esteem in this sport. So yeah, I'm glad that it happened the way it did.
UFC Light Heavyweight Navajo Stirling, the undefeated streak continues. Been listening to your last interview. The tone of your voice sounds a little somber.
I've won like this before. I really wanted that finish. My teammates come away with the finish. I was was gunning for it, man. I was trying to like keep the explosiveness and time those shots, and I just got a little overzealous and just, you know, I just felt like I just missed it, you know, holding the guy down. I mean, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt, you know, I'm just a blue belt, so it's like I feel I defended like a lot of takedowns as well. The last takedown he got on me, I was just like, it's the end of the round, I'll just get a good rest.
Michelle Montague was saying the same thing. She goes, I'm in the fight, I'm there for 15 minutes, but sometimes my mind does go somewhere else and then I have to bring myself back in.
Yeah, I legit had to. I started thinking like, oh, you know, I didn't get him out of that first round. That's what I was thinking, you know, going into second. I was like, man, I really wanted that first round finish. And I'm worried about that as opposed to like, shit, the guy's right in front of me. I got a fight on my hands.
How much of a difference was it to be fighting here?
With the support and just like all the friends and family and all the teammates around, like I kind of had to make a mental note, like to really just focus on the fight. This is an interesting fight for me and I got heaps to take away.
Well, that's the best part, is that, you know, you can learn from it and elevate. How long would you want to be learning and elevating before you jump back in?
I've always wanted to fight my 4 fights in a year. And I would like to get in around November, December, hence the call out. So if Iba Aslan wants to throw down, wants to fight, I'm going to show up and make weight.
Perhaps if the fight doesn't happen before the end of the year, what does 2026 look like for Navajo Stirling?
Man, I'm young. I got to utilize my youth. 4 fights, man. I want to be the most active light heavyweight. On to the next.